Hello, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you are new, I'm Lucy, I'm a mum of 4. I share all sorts on this channel, kind of parenting stuff, so what we get up to, chatty parenting type topic videos. I'd love to have you subscribed if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, so do click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Today I'm going to be sharing a kind of catch-up video, one of my currently videos of stuff that has been going on for us in July. I can't quite believe that it's nearly the end of July. I feel like probably because of lockdown and the fact that we have spent so many months at home, it all kind of blurs into one, but it's crazy to me that it's July, really, like bonkers to me that it's July. So let's talk about what I've been getting up to this month and currently what is going on with me. So the first topic of currently is reading. Let's be honest, not reading. I have got a book on the go, but I actually can't remember the last time that I opened it and read it. There are only so many hours in the day, and I'm somebody that really loves reading, but I'm just not finding the time for it at the moment. I know I should probably make time, and I do love it, so sometimes I do really make time, but right now I've just got other stuff going on and I've been busy with kind of stuff in the evenings. I don't particularly read during the day because, I mean, 4 children, so not going to be reading during the day. Don't really get to read kind of in the mornings when I first wake up, so my only real opportunity is the evenings, and I'm finding that by the time I've had dinner, tidied up, maybe done a bit of exercise, watched a little bit of TV with Rich, I'm basically just ready to go to sleep, but there isn't really any time for the kind of reading in that equation, so I have not really been reading. Probably should try harder, but I'm just going to be honest, I'm not. My thing I've been planning mostly lately is actually back to school. I don't think I've ever been so organised with the whole back to school thing before. Normally at this time of year school would be breaking up, and by the time you get to the end of the summer term you're just shattered and done in with the school run and happy for the break, and I don't even normally want to think about getting back to school. I think because this year it kind of feels like I've already had the 6 weeks holiday twice, thrice maybe even over. I'm kind of trying to get organised for back to school. So all the uniform is purchased, labels have been ordered, they haven't been put on yet, but like I am in the zone. In my defence, I've got 3 of them at school from September. Quinn is starting school. Everybody seems to have outgrown their uniform, so I'm having to kind of do the juggling act of what passes down and storing stuff that maybe people aren't ready for yet and purchasing new stuff, and that's kind of harder because normally with things like school trousers and stuff for Dylan I would take him to the shop and just try some on, but I'm not massively comfortable with taking, let's be honest, not massively comfortable going to shops myself, so definitely not happy taking my children to shops at the moment, so I'm trying to do it all online and it's just all a bit more of a ball ache, so just trying to be organised with it all really, which will be very refreshing for me come August when it's all done and I'm ready for back to school already. The next topic is watching. If you've watched the last couple of these videos, I talked to you a lot about the fact I've been kind of getting back into like my misspent youth TV shows like Dawson's Creek and One Tree Hill. I have still been watching a lot of kind of trashy stuff from my teen years, but the main thing I've been watching, like the rest of the planet, is Hamilton. Oh my goodness, can we talk about how amazing that is? If you don't know this about me already, I actually studied theatre at university, so I am very passionate about theatre and live performance, and there are so many layers to that musical that I just adore. It's a work of genius. Like the lyrics, the dance, the choreography, the music, the casting, it's flawless. I am obsessed with it. It is so good. If you haven't seen it and you have Disney Plus, you're gonna have to set aside 3 hours of your life, but it's worth it. It's just fantastic. I love it. I'm gonna skip over some of the topics here. So eating, nothing really to mention. Drinking, also nothing really very interesting to say, and pinning, I don't have anything interesting to say for that either, so skipping over those ones this month. On the crafting front, I haven't been kind of overly crafty in the last month or so. I had been doing a lot of crochet projects which I have kind of completed now. I haven't found another project that I want to move on to just yet, but I have got really back into using my planner. I know I talk about my planner a lot. I like a stuck record. I will stick some planner videos down here if you don't know what I'm talking about. I won't go into it now. But anyway, that's kind of a good crafting outlet for me, and I am a naturally very kind of crafty, creative type person, and I like to be making something, and I find that my planner is a really good way of having like a little bite-sized projects to work on a weekly basis. And I've been really enjoying kind of getting back into that, because I just felt like I'd lost my mojo with it a little bit, and I was doing it but I wasn't loving it. But I've got back into loving it again now, and it's been really nice. I just went to get a prop for this next one because I thought it'd be useful to have a prop. So nothing if not organised, huh? Anyway, the next topic is pampering, and I thought I would share a beauty product with you that I have been loving, and that is these babies. I have been using these, well, I bought these before lockdown, so that tells you how long I've been using them. These are the Garnier Hair Food Ultimate Blends range. I've got the banana one. I know they come in different flavours. Not flavours, scents. It's not called flavours because I'm obviously not going to eat them. But it is banana and coconut shampoo and conditioner, and then banana and shea kind of hair mask. I love these. They make my hair feel really soft. They smell delicious. They're just really, really nice, and I would recommend them. They're not massively expensive. They kind of, you can pick them up in Boots or Superdrug or possibly even the supermarket. But I'd really recommend these. This is like a really nice, thick mask. It feels like it should be expensive, and these are really good for like every day. It's a little recommendation from me. Hope that was worth me going and getting wet, getting stuff out of the shower. Going is still mainly about running. I'm still enjoying my running. I talked about running a little bit last month, and I also shared a video with my tips for starting Couch to 5k. I'm obviously well past graduating Couch to 5k now. I'm another kind of nearly 2 months on from having graduated. I've just been working on my pace, picking up my speed a little bit, just going out and practicing my 5ks. I try and get out 3 times, well I do, I go out 3 times a week. I sometimes aim for 4, don't always manage 4. But yeah, I've been really enjoying going out for my runs. I feel like they're really good kind of escape time. I find the fresh air is really good for me. I like just the fact that I can kind of switch off from everything at home. It's just a really nice kind of thing to be able to take that little bit of time specifically for something that's just for me. Even though I'm not gone for that long, it's just nice to have the opportunity to kind of have a bit of me time and quiet time and time to sort of exercise and like fuel my body as well. I have mainly been buying stickers for the aforementioned planning that I was doing for my crafting. I love a good sticker. I love stationery in general, but obviously because I'm a decorative planner, I use quite a lot of stickers, and I do appreciate that as a grown-ass woman, the fact that I get excited about buying stickers is maybe a little bit sad. Sorry, not sorry. Love myself a good sticker. Stickers make me happy. Loving the end of homeschool. I feel like we did okay with homeschool. We had good days, we had bad days. I went very off-piste. I didn't do very much of anything that school set. I like to think that I have the confidence to do that because I am a trained teacher, but mainly I just went with what was going to help educate my children but also make us happier. We got really stuck into a project about kind of diversity and equality, and the children learned all about things to do with Black Lives Matter and about Pride and Stonewall and the Civil Rights Movement, and they got really stuck into stuff that perhaps they wouldn't have got stuck into at school, which I think is really important, but also they enjoyed it, which meant that it all went smoother for everybody because everybody was having fun. But I am glad to be able to put that behind us. I think we found a balance. I think most of the time it was fine, but I am happy to just be the kids' mum again and not have to also be their teacher, because as much as there were good days, there were also bad days where there was a lot of like negotiating and arguing and just trying to get them to do something, and I'm just happy for that to be gone. I do wonder whether in another week or so whether I might miss the structure, because it did give our days a bit of structure, and the summer holidays are kind of lying ahead with very little structure to them. But I'm glad we survived it. We did it. Actually, a lot of the time we thrived. We didn't just survive, and that's good. but I am glad to be able to put that chapter behind me. And now I'm basically dreaming of adventures, or allowing myself to think a little bit about adventures. I am definitely much more in the camp where I'm still being quite cautious. We are still not really seeing people. We're not doing play dates with people. We're like seeing my mum and dad occasionally from like a distance, where they're not coming in our house, we're not going in their house. We're still being very cautious, because I feel like with the kids, it's very hard for them to understand social distancing, and it's sometimes easier just to not put them in a position where they have to understand it, particularly the little ones, not the older ones so much. But I'm allowing myself to kind of think about adventures a little bit more as we look towards the summer holidays. So my family have a caravan at the coast, and we're going to go down there for a week. It's basically like social distancing and kind of lockdown at home, only with a different view. So that's quite nice. And kind of picking out some places that we perhaps can visit that perhaps won't be too busy. Like I said, I am still a little bit anxious, and I'm also aware that there are 6 of us, so as soon as we turn up somewhere, it just feels like there's a lot of us, and I'm not comfortable. And I think at this point where we're at right now, you kind of have to do what you're comfortable with, and some people are comfortable with play dates and seeing people and having people around, and that's great, that's fine. I'm happy that you're there, we're not there, so that's what we're doing at the moment. But I am allowing myself to dream about those adventures and some sort of memory making and stuff we can do. We're starting to sort of put together a list of stuff we'd like to do over the summer and sort of plan out some things, so that we're still making memories even though we're not really doing anything massively exciting. So feeling this month, kind of already touched on it just there, didn't I? I am still feeling, maybe anxious isn't the right word, I'm still being cautious. I feel like maybe overcautious, maybe I am over anxious, maybe I need to just chill out, but it's just in my nature to feel. I'm very mama bear-y, and I like to know that I have all my people together and safe, and for me right now that just kind of means almost carrying on as we were and not really doing a great deal or going anywhere. But I'm feeling okay about it, I'm feeling pretty chill about it. Listening to other than the Hamilton soundtrack, because I feel like that goes without saying, I have also been listening to a new crime podcast. Now, when I first started doing these current videos, I used to talk about crime podcasts a lot, and then I feared that I was maybe boring people with all the crime podcasts, because I know they're not everybody's thing, but I love a true crime podcast, and I've been listening to Paradise, which is, I think, 5 Live. It's a UK one, and normally I listen to a lot of American true crime podcasts. It's really good, about halfway, but I'm loving it. It's really gripping, and I want to know what's going to happen. So I definitely would recommend listening to Paradise if you're into those kind of true crime podcasts. And the last topic is celebrating. We have just celebrated Quinn's graduation from preschool. I didn't think she was going to get to have her preschool graduation, because obviously school's closed and we chose not to send her back, but preschool gave them kind of like drive-in graduation where you went just us as a family, and she had like an individual graduation, and it was adorable. It was so nice to give some closure to her preschool time. She's been so happy at preschool, and I'm glad that she got to have that kind of celebration and acknowledgement of that chapter being closed, so that she can move on to the next one. It was really nice to go out and do something that felt a bit more normal and celebratory. We all got dressed up, and it was a really nice thing to do for her to be the centre of attention, because it doesn't happen that much that any of them really get to be the centre of attention, and we made it all about her, and it was lovely to get to celebrate her and celebrate together and celebrate, you know, this big step she's about to take going to big school. And that is all my topics. I hope you've enjoyed hearing where I'm at currently, and I'd love to hear what you're up to, so pick one of those topics and let me know in the comments what you've been loving or doing or eating or drinking or whatever. And I will see you again for another video really soon. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Have a lovely day. Bye.